station in Rennes. Hop on my train to Paris. All right, well, made it to Paris in the taxi.
Hello?
Bonjour, Audrey. I'm on my way to your office, and I will be there in 15 minutes.
So it's at number 3.
Yep.
And you go downstairs, you will see someone at the desk.
Awesome.
And just let her know that you're here to see me.
Crazy trip. All right, so they called a taxi for me. Thank God, because now I have to go to the Château Diaries metro station. All right, I'm back in a taxi now and headed to the Château Diaries metro station to pick up the key. I left the camera running. Hopefully you were able to hear that. That was hilarious. Just opened there, and there we go. Success. Okay, I've made it up a flight and a half of stairs. I'm gonna have to rest in between. I'm staying at Ben's apartment that he just bought in the Marais, literally last week. And it's across from the church. This is the roof. We're in the, this is what, actually, this is really what the attic of La Chèvre will end up being. I'm walking to Candelaria to meet Séverine for drinks and dinner. It's like a speakeasy hidden bar with like street tacos on the front. And I can't wait. They had really good guacamole. I'm dying for that. Look who's here.
Oh my God! Welcome to Go whatever. Chateau, Go Paris right now.
Oh yeah, we're in Go Paris.
We are
Paris.
in Rue Vieille du Temple in Paris. Where I'm delighted to be.
Reunited.
Yeah.
Reunited.
Yeah.
Last we were together was in Lake Como.
Wow. Welcome to Como. Yeah, we're reunited for some hours, small hours in Paris. Then just the night before you're going back.
I know. I'm heading back to Atlanta tomorrow because I need to get my shit together. And I am talking with Séverine about all of the fears that I have about this process.
So who thinks she should buy it?
Should she buy it or should she not buy it?
Should she not or should she? I say...
To be continued.
Yeah.
I'm in the cab now, heading to the airport. I'm back in Atlanta. I've been here for like almost 2 weeks and I haven't picked up the camera not once because I have been in a meditative state. First of all, this whole process is kind of exhausting. So I think one of the reasons that I feel a little bit more myself today and like I gotta start vlogging again, I gotta start shooting again, is because I have decided to proceed with the purchase of La Chèvre. There was a good couple of weeks where I was going back and forth about the feasibility of it, and at my age I don't want to risk everything I have, and it's gonna require that.
Congratulations. Oh my God.
You know how you think you're gonna feel a certain way when something happens and you don't, and it's like why not?
I don't think you're going to feel it until you're there renovating.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, like honestly, I wasn't even sure if you were going to do it or not do it. Like it could have gone.
It could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way. So I feel like there's been so much emotion along the way though. Like we said last time, I think for that one day when we had 3 companies going through, we thankfully got one good enough set of numbers to at least indicating to you of like, is this just way out of my budget or can I probably
It is.
this? And it
Totally
did.
is.
I feel like the bidding starts now almost, or, like when you can get access there.
Yeah. I got to find the pathway that will be something different than a traditional pathway to a construction thing. There's no way I could afford to do it all. There will have to be things that I do by myself, that I do in unconventional ways of people who are workaways or volunteers and or television production. Like they're just going to have to be an alternative path to getting there, which people do it.
So tell me, what do you know is happening from now on? Like, what are the plans that you can confirm, and like, what do we still need to work on and decide?
So that piece is still in flux, but I have chosen which visa. So now it's a matter of getting my visa appointment so that I've got the lead time to send my passport and get it back. Something I'm going to end up back here for probably 2 or 3 weeks, closing this house down, packing it, and have everything just staged in the garage and in the basement, so that I'm quite quickly ready to pack everything up. But yeah, you go have a dinner, and we did it.
Yeah. We did it. Congratulations. Oh my God.
Like delayed. All right, the garage door is here. Look, it comes in like it comes in these boxes. Look at this water. You can always tell where there's rot happening. How's it going? In the basement, I had leaking sewer pipes. Another probably $3,000. Yeah, good times. All right, so then this is the basement entrance, which is basically on the other side. And the leak is on the other side of the furthest end of this. Floor is meant to be a continuation. It's a little bit less red, but I think optically when you see it in person, it's gonna give the same impression. The sewer line we discovered had huge holes in it under the house in an area that hadn't been inspected before. And then I just had a tree go down. Huge storm came through. It was like a full mini twister. Power's out for the whole neighborhood. Fire department's here. Man, it's been one of those days, panicking a little bit about some things. All right, he's taking the plywood away, which was there just to block because I've had an attempted break-in.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
So, here we go. All right. Going out of the garage, first day having one single garage door opener. But right now, I am going to Miami because I have a visa appointment in Miami. Couldn't get one in Atlanta in the time frame I needed. So I'm gonna go crash at my friend Rebecca and Liz's place. I'm gonna meet my high school friend Steve Barjam and his wife Tony for dinner tonight. It's funny how when you are leaving the country, all of a sudden you like accelerate, you get your house done, stuff's cracking, you're gonna see people you haven't seen in decades. All right, mister, ready to go to the sitter? I've been in the throes of of figuring out all the logistics. Bank account set up in France, immigration, prepared my dossier. There's the French paperwork, the proof of address, proof of funds, proof that you have in your bank account the minimum wage for 1 year, a letter saying you will respect the French system, a letter saying you're not going to work, birth certificate, passport. All right, here at the airport waiting for my flight. I have this sinking suspicion I'm forgetting something because it's so important. So my friends Liz and Rebecca let me stay at their place in Miami, and they have this awesome Art Deco building called the Helen Mar, and it's adorable. They are the coolest anyway, like the hippest people ever. I match the interior. I didn't even plan this, and my outfit matches their interior. All right, I have arrived at the VFS building. So I'm feeling really emotional. I feel like I'm gonna cry in there, which is super weird. So I am a little nervous. I'm, just one step closer to this thing. God, I feel like I'm just holding back tears. I feel weirdly excited and melancholy all at the same time. P1. I'm gonna turn this off before I get in trouble. I am back at the airport and I am gonna have a cocktail. So, okay, that was crazy. So I arrived at the VFS early. I go to walk in and they say, do you have a laptop in your backpack? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they go, yeah, you can't bring that in. I was like, what do you mean I can't bring it in? Where did it say that? And, he said it's on the paperwork. And I'm like, what? Like, I feel like I read everything. It didn't say that. I swear to God. But, my immigration person, Eric, he's French, and maybe maybe he got that information or just didn't think it was important. But yeah, so he was like, you can leave it in the hallway around the corner. So I was like, what? I mean, I almost just canceled the appointment because everything I own is on that thing. All of my footage, personal, everything is on there. It was, it's an expensive computer too. So I leave it. I go around the corner and there's some guy standing in there in the corner. And I go, hi, I need to leave my computer here. And he goes, I work here. It's totally fine. I'll watch it. And I go, I don't know how long it's going to be. So I said, I'll pay you. He goes, no, you don't have to do that. So the whole time, all I could think of was my computer is sitting in the hallway with everything on it. The whole time sucked. You can't use your phone in there, all of this stuff. It's finally my turn. It was almost 4 o'clock, but my appointment was at 3:30. The guy was super nice. He took only half of my documents. He goes, you have way more than you need for this kind of visa. And I'm like, I do? Oh, God. Anyway, I hope to God that he filled it out properly because he was sort of distracted. And I think it's going to be a miracle if I get this on the first pass. But anyway, go out to see if Nathan was still out there with my computer. He was gone, but the computer was still there. Woohoo! Okay. I'm in a mad scramble getting my house in Atlanta finished so that it can get photographed and get put on the market. I'm scrambling to see if I can get everything done. God, am I on the wrong side of the road? I am. Oh my God. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to turn left here. Oopsie. I've got yard guys coming to do cleanup. I got floor cleaners. Then I have the painters all day today. I have to clear out the space for staging, and then I'll stage tomorrow while the cleaning person is there. Then Friday morning do last looks on everything. Jeez, what have I got myself into, people? I look so crazy. At least I'm wearing my bonjour shirt. cars like that though, man. They're just not messing around. It's not messing. Just got a FedEx delivery. My passport is in here. Plain white envelope. Biometrics accepted. Welcome to France. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so it's been only 6 days since I had my appointment in Miami, and this arrived today. Welcome to France. Eek. I just started immediately crying. I am heading to my favorite Mexican restaurant because my friends Karen, Juanita, and Natalia are taking me to dinner to say goodbye. Oh my God, look at this, you guys, that's so sweet. Oh. Look at your hot shoes. You look hot, Mama. Look at my hot friends. Everybody, go Chateau. Go. I am driving to South Carolina because Georgia does not have a reciprocal driver's license exchange with France in order for me to avoid taking the driving test in French and the physical driving exam. The closest one for me is South Carolina, 300 miles. And now I only have 5 business days before I leave for France for the first big trip. If I can't get my hard physical license, I'm gonna have to wait. So the house in Atlanta is going on the market next week, coming soon. There's many more things, like money exchange is a nightmare because the dollar has lost 5% since I started this process. So I'm into this purchase for another $50,000, which is like brutal. I'm still waiting for my SCI to clear the courts. I'm in the thick of sort of the worst of it. Although I do have some people coming to help me this first couple of weeks, you know, I have to do the majority of it. Look at that guy on my butt. Get off my butt. Get off my butt, you mother. Got my iced coffee, giant, like American size. My French is not getting better, even though I have a tutor, because I don't practice in between. I don't do any homework. She's very sweet and she's encouraging. She's like, "You're doing great." I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I know better than that. All right, today I'm doing something I have been dreading for years, which is to take all of my archival videotapes from 20 years of directorial work.
We beat to rap, what key beat to lock, but I'm cool like that.
I kissed a girl.
Mountain high and oh yeah.
Music videos and commercials, in to have them digitized so that I can get rid of all of these boxes of tapes that I've been carrying around for decades. They're my master archives. So these are tapes you can't look at home. They're D2s, Digibetas, Beta SP, formats that you would use, you know, for broadcast. But I have to. I mean, I have maybe, you know, just hundreds of tapes. Okay, so this is a short film that I was commissioned to do from Ford Motor Company. Written and directed by Morgan Lawley. Oh my gosh, it's actually a pretty good poster.
Our car broke down. We're totally late. Can you give us a ride?
Sure.
Come on, guys.
Okay, and this guy, he was the little son in My Three Sons. And then, okay, Lana Clarkson.
Hey, look, it's Archie. Oh, hey, Archie!
Is the one that, what's his face, murdered. Yeah, Phil Spector.
Well, hi, Archie.
I know, it's crazy. We are finding things that I have been carrying around with me for 45 years. Yeah. This number looks like a wedding cake. I manipulated my mother into buying me this dress because I said I would wear it at my wedding if she bought it for me for this event. So we had it archived. So this would have been from 1970 something.
It's made for a doll.
I love it. Oh my God, I was always dreaming about my wedding. Really could have been a Barbie dress from that period. But you know what? If I do the kids' princess party thing,
They would love it.
I think it might go into the costume closet.
That's actually a really good idea.
Why not? I've got a container. I've been carrying it around for this long. Look at the box. And then it came in another box. It says wedding gown. And I wrote my name on it, Morgan Lolly. This is pretty funny. Look, it's like, look in here, except the whole thing is like,
The whole thing's all
jacked up. Like it's Alex in cake box. It is gorgeous though. You want to put it on? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow I fly back to France for the signing. And today was crazy. I was completely stressed. I've been completely stressed for weeks, months. There's so much to do when you're doing something this big. It's just Herculean. And I didn't really have any support that I could count on. And at the last minute, all my friends just showed up in such a major way that, I mean, it was so heartwarming and such a relief because I was like, how am I gonna get everything done? Like, my daughter was here all day. My friends Karen and Martha and Katie and Charlotte showed up and just jumped in. More reinforcements. Oh my God, Martha's back. Katie's here. 2 redheads. Hi. I've got help. I feel so much better having people help me. Almost. Typically, I can handle a lot, but I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it, you know? And they just showed up and just got shit done. And I still have a lot to do tomorrow, but I'm thinking now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make my flight. I don't have to, you know, just throw a bunch of stuff in the basement and hope for the best. Anyway, I feel much better, and it's really because, you know, I got some support. So I'm grateful.
1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let it be the last time that I see your face again.
All right, by the hair of my chinny chin chin, waiting for the Uber. Closing it up. Locked it tight, set all the alarm. There he is. Can't believe I made it. Oh my God. I made it to the airport. Yeah, I'm just on the verge of tears all the time now.
Paris, t'as le palpitant à Notre-Dame, et l'amour c'est rue d'Amsterdam qu'on l'achète pour des picaillons, même à ce prix-là parfois, c'est bon. Paris.